Welcome into the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio for another edition of the Eric Zane Show podcast. Live, as it is. Coming to you from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio, where this is a show covering news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every workday, Monday through Friday, right here. The Twitch live stream brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. And let me get this out of the way. I do not yet have, basically, the Twitch stream started. I had that little preview to play while I went tinkle, and then I come back, and the usual suspects are weighing in that an ad had played. And I, don't know. Still trying to sort that out. I can only chalk that up to we're in kind of like a new spot, and I'm still kind of getting my bearings on this platform. Overall, I think we're in a good spot. I'll do my best here. But as we heard the Canadian Twitch guru yesterday indicate, which I wasn't entirely satisfied with what he said there because it wasn't like clear cut. He kind of gave me the old, well, they should stop. I think that there's one early before the show gets going that always will play. I'm getting mixed messages. Your guess is as good as mine right now. I am working on it. So let me just say to, the ones who always complain, I know. I am so sorry. And I am doing my best. So I'll just leave it there. Sorry about that. My apologies. I'll try to get that sorted out. I will call Don again today and say, Don, I'm getting killed regarding this. And I don't like getting killed because that puts me in a bad mood. So let's hopefully slide past this. Okay. Now, on with the show. Please follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. That's where some of the best Facebook fights have been going on. And I encourage you to follow me on there. These are all things that you can do to help me out if you follow me on the various social media platforms. Facebook brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. Irvine's is all over the place. They are just, they even have their own static sign physically in the room because of what they have done to help grow the show. So thank you so much for that. While I'm at it, Twitter, at Eric Zane Show on Twitter. That is brought to you by Blue Frost IT. Thank you. Please follow me on Twitter. And there you go. Always engage the sponsors of the free podcast. I appreciate that. That keeps us going, keeps the show afloat. It is nearly 3 years now that I have been doing this podcast each and every day from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. And then on YouTube as well. I post to YouTube all the time. YouTube, just search Eric Zane Show. Bell notification, thumbs up. And there you go. Subscribe to that channel, brought to you by My Policy Shop Insurance. Okay. Chris says, don't have to apologize, Zane. It's all good. There's worse things in the world than a couple ads for a few days. The world's #1 podcast is also Florida's greatest comedian. That is a Chad Zumock pull. Holy crap. I love that. Going with the different shirt today for a while. I'm going with a different shirt today is what I wanted to say. Normally, it's the hoodie. I'm like Bill Belichick. But today, I'm like, I want to dress in a normal shirt. So, yeah, I think I should do that more often. I think I should actually put on big boy clothes. I should put on pants, okay? I'm wearing sweats. Don't worry. I'm not like sitting here wearing just my underwear. But it seems like all I do is wear sweats now. I'm telling you, this podcast was set up for this ridiculous pandemic that we're going through. I was doing this podcast for a year, and then word started to get, oh, my God. In fact, it was, I I was reading a online article about the origins of COVID and that it really started to manifest in like November 2 years ago. That's when the first people started to show up. But it wasn't until weeks after that it started to proliferate as, hey, this one might be the big one. This one, and I remember on this show, I was like, no. Come on now. We've heard this before. This isn't going to affect us in any way, shape, or form. You remember China was building hospitals specifically for COVID patients, and then with a snap of their fingers, they suddenly people stopped getting sick there, supposedly, which I don't believe that at all. Oh my God, I can't believe it. 2 years. So. My point is, I did this podcast for a year, and then all of a sudden, like, all right, nobody can go to work, and I'm like, well, I don't care. I haven't been leaving the house for a year anyway, so whatever. So yeah, I've just kind of like kept the car between the lines, and did my best since then. So welcome to you folks on the live stream. I appreciate that so much. I see the usual suspects are there, raising hell, wreaking havoc. Welcome. If you're new to the show, might I suggest this? Please follow the page on Twitch. It's located in the bottom right of the screen. It's the little heart. You have the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, Eric Zane Live on Twitch, through Amazon on the Twitch page. It says Prime Twitch. It's a big red button. Click on that. Amazon owns Twitch. They've made this very easy to do. Amazon Prime members, you can subscribe to the show for free. Doesn't cost you anything. Amazon picks up the tab. So it's free for you, and I appreciate that. Thank you. That also helps me very much. Bits, which is what I'm learning about. That's like a Twitch currency. I don't know. If you want, you throw a few dollars at it. For every penny you spend, you get a bit. So if I do something that you like, you throw bits into my little jar there on the live stream, my little tip glass, I guess. And all you do is you type cheer, and then followed by the number of bits you wish to give. So 200 bits is $2. That's how it works. So whatever. I try to pay attention to those, but it's tough because I'm not always looking at the screen, and I guess it makes a little noise when that happens, but I don't hear it because the way my setup is. So thank you. If you've already done that in the past, I appreciate that very, very much. A lot of you have been asking about, you know more about this than I do. Emotes. This is all so strange to me. I've had to learn like an entirely different language. Emotes and badges. I actually had a meeting yesterday about this exact thing. Okay, so badges are when you've been a fan of the show or subscribed to the show or following. I guess I'm very sketchy on all this shit. Bear in mind, I'm 51 years old and way behind everything. Okay, way behind. It's constantly. It's like a shoveling during a snowstorm. Okay, trying to put this show on every day, and I'm not even kidding. And that's why I get so annoyed when. People say, "Oh, what's wrong? What is this? Fix this." And I'm always like, I'm so doing my best. I am really trying. I really am. So when things fall through the cracks, or things don't happen that I say, I just ask, please be patient. It is because it's just me. I don't have assistance in any way, and I'm doing my absolute best. The most important thing is that putting the show on every day and having fun. That's the most important thing. So please, this is all very, very new to me. But I did find out that like if you've been a fan for like a month, you get a badge, or like 2 months, you get a badge, and they're actually making the badges. This dude, Sean, he's the other Twitch guru. They're both Canadian, by the way. Don is Canadian Twitch Guru 1, and Sean is Canadian Twitch Guru 2. All right? He's making badges for me, so that'll be a thing for you. And then emotes. Now, emotes are, if I'm not mistaken, this is where it gets foggy for me. Somehow you earn these little things called emotes so that when you like make a comment in the live stream, an emote pops up next to your name. And I've been thinking, and I can make them anything I want. They're small. Some of you on the chat actually have them now because you've earned them, I think, in other spots on Twitch. Again, I speak in that tone because I do not know. All right. But so I can make them whatever I want. So like if you get to one level, or I guess you could have a certain image. And I'm trying to figure out what these images could be. They could be different family members or pets of mine or Greg Freebeer Daniels. I could do whatever I want. So can you? So I don't know if I want to put Freebeer in there because that would be like an insult. But you know, I could put the dogs, family members, or you know, I think it has something to do with what type of subscription you have to the show. Like I could make it so if you have, if you get to a certain status, like let's say you're the type of person that says, I love this show so much. I want to give them $50 a month or something like that. That would be, I wouldn't sell that. I wouldn't push that. Hey, you can be but if you did, I would put it on the menu. If you did subscribe for that much, you would get a badge of the NFK's face or something like that, you know? And they're so, and I said to Sean, Canadian Twitch guru too, I go, so people do that? I mean, they pay their money, and he goes, yeah. And I go, well, what do they really get? He goes, oh, they get the badges and the bragging rights. I go, well, that sounds like a fucking ripoff. Why would anybody do that? He goes, you'd be surprised. Like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in the world. It's so stupid. But all right, if you want me to do it, I will do it. And some of you have said that. In fact, we had a conversation on an earlier show. Somebody said, hey, Zane, when are the emotes coming? I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I see Sarah's Rook Ruck Roosh has emotes. I don't know where those came from. Is that from me? Did I give you that? What? Kent dropped the E, add a U, says, I want a peanut butter jar emote. Amanda says, yeah, I need to pay off my debts first. Sorry. Well, you're not going to get any pushback from me. I am not a arm twister. I'm just telling you, people have wanted these things. Okay. So, all right. It was good to see you, by the way, yesterday. Amanda on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast yesterday. By the way, unblocked on YouTube. So there you go. All right. Where are we at? So I wanted to update you on that. We have had a very eventful, handful of hours from, my God, last night laying in bed till now. Two big things have happened that have the term catastrophe next to them. I'll go in order. Okay, this is from the personal adventures category of the Eric Zane Show podcast, Eric Zane Show podcast live. That's a lot of words. Yesterday, I had indicated that the night before, Wednesday night, it was up late. Normally, I'm like, no joke, I'm in bed by 8:30. So to be at the radio station at 11:30 was a bummer. I knew I would have very little sleep. Worked all day Thursday. I'm tired. Did the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Went off without a hitch. Everything went as planned. I'm so excited to get to bed. I'm like, man, all I got to do is lay down and relax. Little Candy Crush. That's it. I called Jackie to say hi on FaceTime because I wanted to see her and Justin and their dog. Turns out they're just getting out of the soccer facility. They play soccer at this indoor facility. So I'm not going to see the dog, but It turns out she was about to call me too because she picks it up, and I'm laying there half asleep, and she goes, "Dad, where's your spare tire?" I go, around my waist where it always is. What? She's, no. Because she drives that Civic Hybrid. And she goes, "Where's the spare tire?" And I go, "Well, I mean, it's in the trunk underneath the thing. You know, the little donut. What did you got a flat? Okay. Is Justin with you?" My first question. Yes, Justin's with me. I guess he came from his work. She came from her work. They met 2 cars in the parking lot. So Justin's there. I go, "Okay, great." I go, "Well," and she goes, "It's not there." I go, "Well, I don't trust him or you. Go check again. You got to lift up the thing." "No." I go, "Okay, let me ask this. When you lift up the thing, is there a spot where it looks like the donut should be? And it's not there. Like there's space for it." "Yes." I go, "Okay, well, maybe when I purchased the car, however many years ago, for some reason there's no donut there." Now, I hope that I go there today to try to clean up this mess like Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction, that it's there. Because if that's the case, I am not going to let anybody live this down. I'm going to be very concerned about these two going forward, building a life together. If that spare is there. All right. So I go, "All right, no spare." Okay. And she said, I go, "Well, and I hear Justin say, 'Don't drive. Your tire is completely without air.'" And then it comes out in the discussion, because they're sitting there in the front seat of the car, that Jacqueline hit a curb. And she looks like, "Oh, shit, you shouldn't have said that." And I go, "You hit a curb. Okay. Is this another terrible driving issue that's going on here?" And she right away gets super defensive with me, gets pissed at Justin. And yeah, so I'm like, "Well, I mean, do we know that it's the tire or is the rim destroyed? Because if that's the case, that's an even bigger issue." He is right. Don't travel 1 inch on what you have there. Leave the car there. But I'm just worried that you've damaged the rim if you smashed into a curb. No, I didn't. I hit a nail." I go, "Well, no, there's first of all, there's no way you can make up for this. I can't believe you're even attempting to talk your way out of this. No one knows that they hit a nail until they take the tire off or they examine the tire, and I highly doubt that you did that. And you just said you hit the curb. So quit lying. What do we need to do?" I go, "Well, that tire needs to come off, and you need to drive over to Discount Tire in Granville, Michigan." And she goes, "Well," I said, "Tomorrow." I go, "You got to leave the car there." "I'm very busy. Will you do this?" "Meaning today." I go, "Yeah, I can do that. I can help you." I go, "I'm not paying for it. If there's, I go, you better hope it's just a flat, but I'm going to guess you probably damaged the rim on that thing, and that's going to be expensive." So there you go. And so now that's just added that to my list of things to do, you know. In addition to finding out why the ads are playing on Twitch so that I don't have to be inundated with a litany of complaints. I have to do my daily work here and then go and figure this shit out for the Princess of the Forest. Holy shit. But that's not all of the eventful things that happened, because at 2 a.m, I heard an explosion. And my God, wow. Now, at the time, I thought it was a bomb. And I had a hint that it was coming because I had woken up not that long prior to that. I saw a flash outside. So there's a weather system moving into the Great Lakes. And we're going to get it. We're getting hammered with snow. And right now it's in Minnesota, fucking shit up. And it's going to come across the lake, get a ton more moisture, and beat the shit out of us in due time. Well, it was relatively warm as this monster is starting to the low pressure, high pressure, and then sure enough, sound asleep 1 inch above the roof of my house, a bomb, thunder, clap, lightning, boom, kablamo! The house shakes. I am not making it up. It was like a giant fucking asteroid blew up over the house. The whole room lights up. I'm like, what the fuck? The alarm goes off. It was so bad, the alarm went off. I don't even know how that happened. Because when on the alarm, the way it's set up, if you move in the house, I think it's okay. I think it makes sense. There is I have these glass breaks. They're called these sensors that if something really loud happens in the house, like breaking of glass, it'll trigger the alarm. So this explosion that occurred, the alarm goes off, and I'm like, holy shit! Now when this thing goes off, it is a bad scene. Man. And then the dogs go crazy. So you got 4 dogs running around like maniacs. Benny is freaking out because of the thunder and the alarm. Bruce is barking up a storm. O'Neill with that hound bark. Arr, arr, arr. Daisy's picking fights. Bruce starts humping Daisy. This is all going on. I go running down the steps, and the NFK is freaking out, man. He is like fucking Rain Man, okay? Outside of the room, running around. What the fuck? Shit, fuck. Hot water burn, baby. Motherfucking shit. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh, shit, man. I go, buddy. I go, it's okay. It's all right. I got it. Just go back to bed. And he's flipping and goes, that motherfucking alarm going off. Shit, fuck. Maybe somebody's looking out the window, seeing if somebody's is like breaking in or something. I go, yeah, the thunder bomb fucked it up. The alarm called the cops. So I dismantle, disengage the alarm. I've got the sheriff calling me. Yes, so that's how it works. The alarm calls the sheriff. The sheriff calls me. He's like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? 2:30 in the morning. Like, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's yep. Here. We need your alarm code. If you can't give us the alarm code, we're coming up there and we're shooting the shit out of you. I'm like, oh, God. I give the number and they go, okay, go back to bed. Thank God. Holy shit, fuck. So now it's like, what? How the fuck am I going to go back to bed now? This all happened. I go up the steps, lay down, and I'm like, I have never been more awake in my life. Talk about being woke. I was super woke. Oh my God. Holy shit. Man. And so I think it was about an hour and a half of just laying there, doing nothing, looking at the phone, just seriously. It's like, what a surge of adrenaline that was. A bomb going off overhead, the alarm, the NFK. And I was like kind of laughing because that was funny. Dogs going crazy. Then Benny is scared shitless. He has to crawl into the bed. So it's him with Bruce and me and Diane. It was just a shit show. Holy fuck. All going on there. Crank says no pud pounding. No pud pounding to be seen. Kent dropped the E at a U. Says it's hailing outside right now. Amanda says, Eric, you have Simply Safe. I'm not telling you anything about my security system. She says, come help me figure out my security system. No, I'm not into that Simply Safe bullshit. I'll tell you that. I guess I will tell you. No, man, I have like a real security company that's involved with this. I'm not into those, do-it-yourself security. No, I'm not into that shit. Are you crazy? I can't even paint a room, okay? A do-it-myself room painting, let alone be in charge of the security in this household. Are you crazy? No, I'm not into that do-it-yourself bullshit like you. Fuck. Kate loves the impression of the NFK. I'm freaking out, man. Chris from GR loves that. You guys need a furry wall for him to pet. Oh my God. Okay. So that's all what my night has been like. My God. Day 5 today, right now, of not eating like an asshole has begun. I'm starting to feel like I have some momentum here. And I think my mind is playing tricks with me because I was naked yesterday before I got into the shower. And the fat dimples and disaster that is my midsection spare tire, dare I say, looked a little more toned. Now, it's got to be just my mind playing tricks on me because there's no way I could possibly see a difference, right? I don't know. And I have not gotten onto the scale. I want to put some time into this and then look at it or maybe never get on the damn scale. Right now, I feel good. I feel strong mentally because I have not eaten like an asshole. Yesterday, salad. And then I finished the day with the damn chicken breasts again. Now, these aren't like ultra, well, they're kind of healthily prepared because I pan fry them. And I put 3 tablespoons of no cholesterol vegetable oil. That's how I cook them in this cast iron skillet. And by the way, I've had this skillet for years. It is so seasoned. You would not believe the flavor on this cast iron skillet. In a pinch, I could lick the skillet and it would fill me up. It is a delicious piece of metal. If you do not cook on a cast iron skillet, you're a fuckhead. If you use some stupid stainless steel shit that you scrub every time, I don't even want to be friends with you. Okay? Mine has so much flavor to it, it's ridiculous. And I'm telling you, and I got it down now. The first day I cooked these damn chicken breasts, I way overcooked them. Again, it was like eating a shoe. But now I got it. 4.5 minutes one side, medium heat. Oil's medium heat hot. And then 7 minutes on the other side, maybe 6.5, depending on the thickness of the chicken breast. These are thin chicken breasts, under an inch. Seasoned with garlic powder, onion powder, salt, Hungarian paprika, basil, ground black pepper, both sides. Eaten with, this is my only treat that I have. The only treat that I have that when I'm done with it, I'm like, boy, I wish I had more of that. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on the side, a big blop of it. Next to it, a blop of ranch dressing. Slicey with the chicken on the fork. Dip in Sweet Baby Ray's. Dip in ranch. Right in my mouth. Oh, my gosh. The supreme seasoning on those breasts and the fact that I'm getting the cooking down is making the difference. It's like I look forward to it. And I'm starting to burn into my brain. If I'm burning into my brain that the most delicious thing I'm going to eat is a chicken breast and some condiments, that's a win. That's better than multiple Snickers bars. Little Debbie snacks, and I still have all this shit in my house. It's still there. I'm doing this all while looking at it every single day. And speaking of Little Debbie, that fuck Mike Ball scared the shit out of me yesterday. It was a whole day of being scared. I go to the gym, and it's already bad enough that Team Knuckle Dragger is going to ridicule me because of the amount of weight I'm lifting and things like that. I'm on the treadmill. It's slow. And I got my headphones in. I'm listening to Foghat or some old classic rock. And I hear boom. And the fucking treadmill shakes. It's Mike Ball. And, that is a very stupid thing to do on his part, by the way. I would never. This is how reckless of a scumbag this idiot is. I would never dream on when a person is on a contraption going up behind them and doing what he did, even if it was a piece of shit like him. I would slowly wander into his field of vision like, hey, how you doing? And then talk to him, because you know what could happen, you fucking moron? I could slip and fall and break my fucking face. And then I have to sue you and the Y and the maker of the treadmill and Team Knuckle Dragger. And then I'm on here with a big bandage on my nose. So in the future, asshole, would you please, do what normal people do and not go out of your way to scare the shit out of me? So then I'm like, hey, dude. And he goes, hey, looks like you're doing all right. No, it's like 5.5 minutes a mile. I'm sorry, 5.5 miles an hour. Not even 11.5 minutes a mile. I'm like, yeah, hey, thanks. I go, I'm just doing what I can. I'm just trying to keep the car between the lines. All right. I am at a very basic beginning of this here. Okay. I have come to the realization that I need a very, very pragmatic approach to this. I had no business even towing the line at that half marathon. Was not ready for that. So I am ripping it down to the studs. So I go, yeah, whatever. I'm just trying to stay alive here. I'm just trying to not get diabetes. Go home. Go home to your beautiful wife and your handsome, smart kids and your sugar house. Get out of my face. So this weekend, I think I need to clear out the shit out of the fridge. I think now, I've made it this far. I think now I can throw away the bags of leftover pizza and I was calling it Marie Claire's pie earlier in the week. I don't think it's called Marie Claire's. I think Marie Claire is a store at the mall. Marie something or other pie company. Colander? I don't know. Colander. I need to throw out the pies because they're old now. I can, with clear conscience, throw away the food. All right. But it's a Friday night. Well, Friday night is coming. And that means, hey, Bruce. That means $2 hot dogs at the hockey game. And usually about 200 of those hot dogs make their way into the hockey office after the game. Now, there have been times when I have wandered into there and been there's nothing better than the feeling of knowing you are hot dog rich and you can eat as many as you want, and you don't even have to pay for it. There have been times when I've just very, very quickly, within 5 minutes, eaten 5 or 6 hot dogs. It's gross. Of those, and they're, some of them are gray or green. I don't care. I eat fast and I eat a lot. And I haven't done that this week, so this will be a real test. Now, so this is what I'm doing. I am actually giving myself some wiggle room here. Go ahead. Eat a hot dog. It's okay to eat a hot dog. One hot dog is not the end of the world. If I embarrass myself and murder 5 hot dogs, First of all, it's going to hurt my stomach. I'm not going to feel good. And I've been doing nothing but feeling good and strong since I started this week. So if I go into this with, go ahead, eat meaning one hot dog. That's okay, asshole. Just don't overdo it. That's it. No big deal. And then don't wash it down with Mike Ball's Little Debbie snacks when you get home. Go to bed. Stay out of the kitchen. Stay out of the pantry, you fat fuck. This is all me talking to me. All right. Whew. That's a lot. Wow. Whew. Who can eat just one, though? Unless you're like a 5-year-old kid. Yeah, I'm with you. But I tell you what, it'll be a real test for me if I can do that. Now, occasionally, they don't even have the hot dogs. If that's the case, then it's out of my hands. Kate says, well, so much for 4 days of good behavior. Who thinks he'll eat more than one wiener? Thanks, Kate. I appreciate the support there. Some of you have suggested that the hot dogs have lips and assholes in them. Those, the level of quality. Amanda says the hot dogs are a gateway drug. Okay, true. And I love eating assholes and lips if that's the case. They're delicious. Sexy voice Andrea has infiltrated the show with, I had hot dogs last night. All beef, though. I skipped the bun, too. Well, okay, problem with that, and I know exactly what you're doing there. When you say I had hot dogs, it's the plural. Now, I know that the people that live in your household, one is your husband, and, okay, so that's one hot dog. Kate says, don't be a skank. Don't get fresh. Kent dropped the E out of you, says, did you toss a salad too? What a bunch of pigs. But let's get back to hot dogs, plural. Is there more than one hot dog in your household that we need to know about? How many men live in the house? Very strange to me. I know that your son, Nick, lives in there. Please don't. Oh, God, don't even tell me that you guys have gone down that road. Are you an incest family now? What the fuck is going on in your household? It's a horrible thing to say. I cannot believe you just suggested on my podcast in a weird way that you had multiple male penises in your mouth, and one of which may have been one of your children. That is a horrible thing to say. I cannot believe you did that. My God. Okay, she's clarified, folks. She did not have sex with her son. She said, I had one for dinner, and then Jason's crank. Okay, very good. So she is confirming that she did have sex last night and did not have sex with her son. Look, don't call me a dirty old man, you whorish nymph. It's you. You said it. Don't put this back on me. Fuck that. Crank says, nope, I was asleep. All right, enough of you guys. I've had it. All right, see, Patriot Nick is up to his old tricks. He keeps gifting tears to people, gifting subs. Kyle Ryan just got one, and shit. He has given away 23 of those bad boys. That is very kind. For those of you that did receive that gift, hopefully next month you will continue to do it on your own. That is a very kind thing. Hopefully you find it worthy. Thank you to the Tarantula Farmer. Thank you to Nate Bull. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to Don Collins. And thank you to Jason Mays. By the way, if you, all the money you're spending on these subs, also keep in mind the sponsors. Spend money with the sponsors whenever you can. Patronize those sponsors. That helps the show because you're helping them. So thank you very much. I was reminded of that. Aram says, is that $115 he spent? Well, yeah, the math we could do. 250 times 23 is, I see, for all of them. But Nick, out of his own pocket, has spent $57.50. Thank you, folks. I appreciate this. Let's see. Patriot Nick says, gave a gift a car repair at Irvine's to someone, or whatever. Some lube. The lube slinger says, "Hey, man." You can do that with me, too. You can, maybe that's something we do, Maze. Lube gifts. You can send somebody a lube gift. Or gift lube. Can we do that, Maze? From JM Synthetics? Send someone a gift? We should do that. I think that's a good avenue to get something started on your end. Nick says, to be fair, I got 5 of those coins free with my Amazon subscription. All right. Okay, enough of that. I want to get into this clip of Joe Biden being Joe Biden. All right. On this show, I've indicated that I think that fucker's got dementia, and basically he should be allowed to retire. I actually believe that conspiracy theory that Joe Biden has an issue, a real issue. So yesterday, where was this? This was it was a Veterans Day, actually, which was yesterday, and I did not mention. That's horrible. Belated salute to veterans who served the country and lost their lives. Wait a minute. No, Veterans Memorial Day is for those who lost their lives. Veterans Day is for veterans. Well, I guess it could be those who fought and lost their lives, but all veterans. So if you're a veteran, happy belated Veterans Day. Anyway, Biden speaking at Arlington National Cemetery. Okay, you're going to love this. And I'm not sure why he went down the road of bringing up Negro League baseball legend Satchel Paige. But he did. Here you go.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro Leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros, into the Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
Okay. Let's start with the tone of voice that he always has when he's fucking shit up. It's always he's lost. He could be saying anything that doesn't make sense. Turns out he is saying something that kind of doesn't make sense. Actually, this is more of just a gaffe. All right. He's so in the weeds. You know it's coming. You know he's going to say something what he's doing. This shit. There's nothing authoritative or meaningful about it. It's just a dementia patient. Whoops. Thank you for that. It's a dementia patient saying what a dementia patient says. He says, the great Negro at the time. Oh, my God, you asshole.
I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time.
Okay. At that moment, I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time. If you're someone who works with him, maybe writes his speeches, maybe wipes his asshole when he shits his pants, which, by the way, I fully believe now that he did fart in front of Duchess Camilla because she can't stop talking about it. She's like, oh, my God, he farted so bad. It was a long, meaty fart. It was a real flapper. Fucking Biden. You know? Look, and I'm not blue, I'm not red, I'm not Biden, I'm not Trump. They're all idiots. I don't know who I'm going to vote for. Seriously, we're not even really talking elections here. Why am I even going down that road? But there is no doubt in my mind that someone other than Joe Biden is running the country. And I would have more respect if they would just say it, let him go, retire, and then let Harris run the fucking... I mean, all right, give her a chance now. This guy is... the whole conspiracy theory about president placeholder, I do in fact believe that because of moments like this and this is just proof. So don't look at me and say you're crazy, you're full of shit. I keep playing proof. Thank you to everybody who has sent me the proof of Biden falling apart. In this case, referring to the great Negro at the time.
You know, I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time pitcher in the Negro leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros.
Yeah, the Negro leagues were the pros. What he wanted to say was, I've adopted the mentality of Satchel Paige. You don't need to give us all that fucking, skip the labor, give me the baby.
Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
Yeah, just start there. Satchel Paige pitched for years in the Negro leagues and wasn't given an opportunity till after the color barrier was broke. Finally, he was let into the major leagues. He had a great way of thinking. I've adopted that. Instead, he's talking about the great Negro at the time. All the other Negroes at the time are like, hey, what about me, motherfucker? Ugh. This guy's screwed up. My God. All right. Wanted to get that. Thank you to who sent that along to me. That was the great Mike Ball. Foamstick says we shouldn't have 80-year-olds running the finest nation on earth. Well, I don't agree with that. If you got an 80-year-old who's sharp, and proven that has good faculties and doesn't say things like, I like to think like the great Negro at the time. Sarah says you cannot type Negro in the chat. You have to do, it'll bot you to death. So it's holding that for you. Well, Joe Biden can say it. Crank says, remember, Trump is 75 and way more coherent and sharp. No, I don't buy that for a second. And besides, he's crazy, and so are you. So shut up. Boomer Bob says, zero octogenarians understand the needs of upcoming generations. Really? All right. Phew. The Patreon. Ben and Eric Patreon podcast went down last night. The usual hijinks with the live audience on Zoom. I'll be publishing the audio podcast for that a little bit later on. Patreon is where you find up to 15 hours of content there, in addition to what I do here on Twitch and on the free audio podcast. You can find it at patreon.com/Eric Zane. patreon.com/Eric Zane. Eric Zane. All one word. Thank you. Please sign up for the Patreon. $5 a month for tier 1, which is all the audio and the whole archive deal. You kind of it's just like this, just on that platform. No ads. Better not be. $10 a month gets you all the audio, all the video, all the live streams. You're included in the live stream with Ben and I. It's all there for you. I suggest just trying it out, and if you like it, then you can let it go month to month, or you can convert to a yearly, and I'll save you 10%. Thank you if you've signed up in the past. I appreciate that very, very much. We have a giveaway, and I need to do a better job of saying this more often. But Bennett Flooring Installation for someone, and they said in Michigan, not just West Michigan, Michigan. They are installing flooring into someone's home for Thanksgiving. Maybe a few days after Thanksgiving, but it's a Thanksgiving giveaway. Bennett Flooring is giving thanks to you by giving you, get it, Thanksgiving, free flooring. This is going to cost you nothing, okay? Basically, all I need you to do is send me an email. As of right now, I have none. Not a single one of you have sent me an email as to why you should get this great gift from Bennett Flooring Installation. Now, honestly, it could be someone saying, because I'm great and I've got a big dick, and you would qualify. It could also be, I don't have any damn money and the floors are threadbare and I need new flooring. Or it could be a hardship story or something like that. Or, that's a very real thing. And you can, when you write me the email, I'll obviously know who you are. But if you want me to keep you anonymous, I can do that too. I know we did that on the furnace giveaway with Joe Martinez last year. So essentially, this is someone's for the taking, if you will, for lack of a better term. And let's put it this way. If I get 5 emails that say, I deserve it because I'm great, I deserve it because my penis is huge, I deserve it because Joe Biden called me a Negro, I deserve it because I'm an anti-vaxxer, and I deserve it on the 5th one because I'm vaccinated. One of those 5 is going to get the flooring, okay? Everybody's in the running if you take the time to send me an email. Now, if the day before I announce the winner, I get a 6th one that says, money's been tight and we're down on our luck and the kids' room is a disaster. They need new. That person's going to win over all of those other 5. You see where I'm going on this? It is based on discretion. You're writing, you're taking some time, you're writing it out. It's like a homework project. You email it to me, subject line, flooring, Bennett, giveaway, whatever. I'll see it. And then I got to read them. We are going to announce the winner of this, or recipient of this. I don't want to say winner. The recipient of this will be announced on Monday, November 22. You have 10 days. So if you haven't done it yet, do it, and you may be the recipient. As I indicated, a lot of people on this show who listen, it's like, it isn't like, I'm not complaining, but it's weird because in some cases we're not in the moment. You're listening to it recorded. In fact, the lion's share of people who get this show get it after it's actually happened. So for some reason that I've noticed that it's a little bit weird to put the urgency on it when they're listening to it recorded. People have a tendency to go, I'll get to it later. But don't do that. Hit pause on whatever you're listening to and get going on it and put some effort into it, because now that I've really kicked it in the pants right here, right now, I'll probably see a few come in. But thank you to Bennett Flooring Installation, Jason and Jacob, for doing that. Very, very kind. So it's the Bennett Flooring Thanksgiving flooring giveaway. If you need Bennett Flooring to install flooring in your home, 616-318-0167. Call or text Bennett Flooring Installation. They're at BennettFlooringInstallation.com. If you call, Jacob will pick it up. This is Jacob. Don't expect a long conversation. Brevity is number one with this guy. He gets his shit. He is, I'll tell you what, for all the people on this show who interact with me, who have no ability to shorten a story, Jacob does not have that problem. Okay? As much as like when I'm talking to Kyle from Dumpster Divers and he is going on and on and on, or Dale from Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer Trivia, or Blue State Rob, who when I said to him, okay, so take me through how it went when you asked your significant other to marry you. He went back to the day he was born and told me about every day leading up to that. Remember, I was sitting there going, oh, my God, fucking kill me. Oh, Jesus. It makes me so angry when people do that. Self-edit. Anyway, reach out to Jacob. 616-318-0167. Affordable limousine and party bus is hiring. Buscareers.com. They're probably pissed at me because I haven't yet gotten my CDLB. You said you were going to do that. You promised. I know. It all goes back to I'm just too busy. I know. Once I get it done, it's done. But you're asking me to carve out even minutes at this stage of the game. I had somebody reach out to me. It was Chris K. And he said to me, and I'm going on a tangent here, are you doing the Great Food Giveaway this year? Or are you too busy? I understand if you're too busy. And my first inclination was no, too busy. And then I'm like, no, I can do that. I can actually do the Great Food Giveaway this year. It's too important to not do the Great Food Giveaway. I will say this. The Great Food Giveaway last year, and if you don't know what it is, I'll fill you in later. You'll get caught up. Essentially just helping people. I had all these grandiose, we're going to have a website, and it's going to be a charitable donation, 501c3. I haven't done any of that. I even had people reach out and said, I'll do it for you. I'm too consumed. I can't do it. So no, I didn't do anything. However, the main thing that makes the Great Food Giveaway work is not websites and 501c3s and having all this shit. It's people. It's you. And you're more than willing, I know you are, to do this with me. We had so much fun last year. We had the folks from the Pitbull Alliance giving away dog food. So after I saw that email from Chris, my first was, no, I'm not doing it. And then, well, why not? Outside of reaching out to Chris, is that his name? The dude from Meyer, Chris? Reaching out to Chris from Meyer. Mike Ball had the trailer, and everybody gave all the money. All I had to do is essentially all that I really had to do was go shopping. All I really had to do was go shopping and then show up the day of. That was post-surgery. That was post-kidney donations. I couldn't even lift anything. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to do the Great Food Giveaway. And it's probably going to go down the road of opening it up to donations. Here's where you donate. Take all that money. And then I had if you remember correctly, I posted a dollar amount that we had donated by all of you. And it equaled a lot of money. And that equaled the figure of the money spent at Meijer. So, just in case anybody says, I want to make sure you're doing the right thing with that money, which I totally get. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I like to be, the word is transparent with your money. So, I realize this is a long story, but who gives a shit? It's a podcast. It can go as long as I want. It's Friday. It's Friday, baby. So we'll do that again. And then we'll buy the biscuits, the gravy, or the rolls, the gravy, the taters. Did we buy stuffing? I don't remember. And then maybe we did. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. And then we also bought hams, right? Is that what we did? Hams? Or was it turkeys? No, turkeys was for the iHeart turkey drop thing, wasn't it? Wasn't that the great turkey giveaway? I think we did hams. We did hams for the great food giveaway, right? We gathered all that food. We put them in, the pies, the pumpkin pies. Yeah, that was a video. You almost gave away your debit card info. I had to save you from it. LOL, LOL. Holy shit. Yes. Holy fuck. No, it was turkey. No, I think you're combining things. Because I did tell stories about turkeys purchased for the turkey drops. Santa Pellerito, that's right. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was ham. Anyway, we're doing that again. Irvine's hosted. Oh, it was so awesome. Okay. So, getting back, I went down this road, this big tangent, because I was talking about buscareers.com with affordable limousine. That's one thing I haven't had time for, and that is getting my CDLB. But listen, they asked me at Affordable Limousine to tell you that they are hiring. The reason why they wanted me to get my CDLB is because they need drivers. And it would be an in-house thing. I already drive for them. They go, yeah, get your CDL, asshole. You could be driving more and you'd make a ton more money. I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, I don't even know if I'd have any time to do that. But they want you. So don't be an idiot like me. If you have a CDLB and you're experienced, well, if you have a CDLB, you are experienced with passenger endorsement, look into this. Because this is a perfect example of working smarter, not harder. You could put in a ton of time driving, and you wouldn't make nearly as much money for driving less time with Affordable Limousine. And this is easy as shit, man. You show up in your charter bus or your shuttle, and you pick up a bunch of rowdy, hilarious, fun-loving souls going to the fucking Lions game. They drink all the way there. You just sit there, keep it between the lines. You get to the football game. They fall out of this thing. They drink their asses off. A couple of them run on the field. You sit there. Sometimes you get to go to the game. Sometimes the people that have the tickets, the passengers go, hey, we got one for you, dude. Come on in. Obviously, you're not going to party. But, whatever. You watch the Lions lose, or you sit in the coach and take a nap. Watch Netflix, get paid. They come back in, you bring them back, and then they're walking out or stumbling out, trying not to puke, and they're throwing money at you. The $18 you were earning base pay immediately goes up to, $40 an hour. Shit, yes. That's working smarter, not harder. So if this sounds like it's something you might be interested in, all you need to do is go to this website, buscareers.com. Fill out the form, and off you go. At some point, do mention that you heard it on this show. They're supposed to have a spot on that site that says, where'd you hear about us? Radio, internet, Google, Eric Zane Show podcast. I don't think they have that on there. At least they didn't last time I checked. Maybe they do now.
Is that Dunkin's new holiday blend coffee?
Sure is. Because sometimes the holidays just call for Dunkin'.
What's in it? A spark of holiday spirit?
A cup full of holiday cheer?
Your very own holiday shopper?
Actually, all that. And notes of molasses and dried fruit. Just the warming blend I need for that holiday hustle.
Sit through the holidays with the $2 medium holiday blend coffee at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Today is a new day for Rick at TC Paintball. TC Machine fell on their ass yesterday at the Paintball World Championships in Florida. I reached out to him. I said, how's it going? After one day's games. They had 2 games yesterday, TC Machine. Rick said it sucked. So today's a new day. Rick, flush that shit. Flush that shit. He's hoping to get in the win column today. He says, we fucking sucked. Lost both matches today. Mistakes, penalties. I didn't know you could get penalties. How do you get a penalty in paintball? Good luck, buddy. Hopefully it'll turn for you. Hopefully he won't be crabby, too, by November 21. We have a paintball event coming then, November 21, Sunday, 4 p.m. I will see you there. You can shoot me. Still waiting on more RSVPs. If you would like to participate, and tell you what, if you've participated in the past, gather up the troops. Come see me. Again. Sarah Rookruck Roosh, bring your dumb son and his dumb friends. Come see me, Sarah, so you can give me a great big hug. That would be awesome. And you can complain about the ads, how it's not, how you shouldn't be seeing ads on Twitch. Okay? You can do that then. Do it in person. Throat/Dale, gather up your 95 kids and come see me. Free beer from the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. Speaking of 95 kids, gather up your family of the baseball team that you now care for and your new Generation Z girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, and bring her to TC Paintball. Okay? I would love to see Free Bear and his Gen Z wife and the 9 kids at TC Paintball. If you would please tweet at Freebeer to join me November 21 at TC Paintball. I will pay for 2. I'll pay for 2 of your paintball entries. So basically, you'll pay hundreds of dollars for the 9 kids. I'll pay for 2. And there you go. November 21, tcpaintballgr.com. What? You would love to hear some celestial excitement? Well, you're in the right place. Amanda says, is he serious? How are you so dumb? How is it you are like a successful lady being that dumb? How do you miss so much? I mean, it's a miracle to me that, you can even drive a car sometimes with the dumb things you say. My God. She says, I ask myself this very question every day. Thank you. No, I'm not serious. It's a fucking joke. Jesus. I'd fucking stomp that dude in the fucking face the second he walked into there. I'll tell you what. We need to arrange a charitable boxing match. Me against Free Beer for a charity of his choice. I know he loves talking about the charities that he gives to, so we can do that. I would fight Free Beer at a boxing event. I cannot stand that son of a bitch. I would love to fight free beer. Is he serious? Yes, I'm serious. I'm not kidding in any way. I'm not just using this as a joke to make fun of the fact that his wife's 19 years old and he's got 35 kids in his house all of a sudden and he's now broke. No, I'm not using that as a vehicle to make fun of him in any way. I'm actually being serious. What the fuck? You know how frustrating that is for me when I make a joke and you say something like that? Shut up! Jesus. All right. I'm totally kidding again. That's a joke, too. Shouldn't have to explain these things to you, though. I've gotten more than one link sent to me tipping me off about the massive asteroid that we are being warned about. Have you seen this one? A 1,000-foot asteroid is approaching Earth. Okay? And when I see the story, it says NASA drops a warning for this massive asteroid fast approaching. It is big. It's ugly. Oh, my God. You see that headline. And it couldn't be further from the truth. Though NASA is making it, why would they write it as there is a warning being issued by NASA? And they've compared this one to the size of the Eiffel Tower. And that, you know, that makes me think it's shaped like the Eiffel Tower. It's not. They're just comparing it to something that's about the same height. The big, gigantic rock-like in appearance, flying in, and it's being described as potentially hazardous. They've given it a name of 4660 Neris. 4660 has something to do with the miles it will be from Earth. I guess. Maybe not. It says the asteroid is dubbed 4660, deemed potentially hazardous, which means its orbit is bringing it within. Now, in order for, in my opinion, for it to be potentially hazardous, it would have to be, you know, a number that makes me go, oh, wow. This quote-unquote potentially hazardous 1,000-foot asteroid, which would fuck everything up, will be within 4,647,790 miles of Earth. A diameter of 460 feet. Now, here's the thing, though. Yeah, I guess if it's within that distance. So it's like, well, how far? How far? Okay. 4,647,000. It's not that far away. It's under that. So I don't know why they didn't just start with that. It will pass on December 11th. Within 2.4 million miles. That's a lot closer, but still doesn't make me freak out. Now this is weird. I think I read that wrong. Any asteroid that is deemed potentially hazardous has to be closer than that 4,647,000 miles, and it has to be bigger, 460 feet across or larger. So this is at 2.4 million miles, and the diameter, as I indicated initially, is over 1,000 feet across. Okay, I was confused. My apologies. Okay, so that doesn't really scare me. Frankly, at one point in time, there's got to be a moment. I'm not really scared until they say, I mean, even if they say 1,000 miles. If they say 1,000 miles, that'll be something you can just watch it buzz right by. okay, at whatever speed that this is going to be flying in from. But this is 2 million miles, which I guess, according to what I was reading earlier, is like 10 times further than the distance from the Earth to the moon. So shut up. If it's that far away, that's not that far. Or that's way farther than what I thought it would be for something to be even concerned about. It'll also make 12 more close approaches to Earth within the coming decades. The closest being on February 14th, 2060, which I will be, wait a minute. It's 39 years from now. I'll be super old. So in my 90s. It'll come then between 745,000 miles away from the Earth. So that's just stupid. It's so not a big deal. The ones that scare me is when they publish, yes, there is an asteroid that is actually flying away from Earth. We missed it. We didn't even know it flew by. Those scare me. More celestial excitement. This one, I love this story so much. Okay, remember those guys that saw those videos of the aliens above the water? The unidentified flying object, all the declassified information. And by the way, that's like 20 years old now, some of those videos of the thing. And the fighter pilots are going, woo, yeah, hey, man. They're trying to fly with it, and then it changes directions, crazy shit. Well, I believe those are aliens. I do believe that. I believe it's actually an alien. Remember the big moment not long ago when they said, with the passage of Trump passed that one bill to give everybody cash, and then included in that was the big reveal or some shit like that, and everybody made a big deal about that, and then nothing happened. The day came and went, and then the government was given they announced that they don't know what the fuck those things are. Okay. I have just like I feel that Joe Biden is a dementia patient, I also feel that their aliens are among us. They have their own crafts. They fly down. They might be walking amongst us. Some of you that are enjoying the show are aliens. I believe that. Okay? It's just, it's accepted. This is awesome because when this comes out, more and more people might be like, holy shit, the Pentagon whistleblower or a Pentagon whistleblower is hinting that the pilots who encountered the UFOs, they got out of their planes and like days later, they're like, you ever see in the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind when, what's the guy's name who was building the big mashed potatoes Devil's Tower, and then he freaked out and he put it into his living room? The actor, Robert Duvall? No. Mr. Holland's Opus. Jaws. Fuck, what is his name? Begins with a D. Duvall, De Niro, Demirs. No, that's a hockey coach. Fuck. What is his name? I picture him. He's conducting an orchestra. Mr. Holland's Opus. What the fuck? Who is that guy? Shit! Dreyfuss. Ah, fuck. Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters. His face was all sunburned because of the aliens. We knew that that's what happened when we made the movie. Who made that movie? Spielberg? When he made that movie, he's probably an alien himself. That's why he makes such great movies. We couldn't possibly make movies that good. A Pentagon whistleblower is saying that the pilots who encountered the UFOs had radiation burns. Wow. It's been 4 years since the explosive feature in the New York Times revealed a shadowy program run by the U.S. military and tasked with seriously investigating UFO encounters, accompanied by several videos showing those encounters. That's what we've all seen. But what you don't know is that these guys got out of the planes and they looked like lobsters, okay? They were bright red. The pilots have come forward since then to discuss what they saw, which they often characterize as oddly shaped objects that defied the laws of physics as they hurtled through the air. Now, if that isn't enough to make you think, what the fuck? Holy shit, they walk amongst us. They are here. Then I don't know what else you need. Well, it could be from another country. Shut up. It is much more plausible to think that aliens from another realm have the means to travel in ways that we cannot comprehend. Think about the infinite nature of the universe that only we know, the observable universe. There's countless billions of galaxies, not planets, galaxies, which have countless billions of suns and planets that can be that are habitable by our own view of, that are habitable for people like you and me. I mean, my God. So, of course, there's aliens. Some of you are like, Eric, you're crazy. Why do you say such things? How can you not even consider for a moment that this could be a reality? Former Pentagon intelligence officer and UFO whistleblower Luis Elizondo, who I've quoted before, has publicly spoken of his own experiences. In a new interview, Elizondo suggested that pilots who had encountered the craft had ended up with physical symptoms, although he had to go into more detail. I've got to be careful. I can't speak too specifically, but one might imagine that you get a report from a pilot who says, hey, Lou, it's really weird. I was flying and I got close to this thing. I came back home and it was like I got a sunburn. I was red for 4 days, he told GQ. The former intelligence officer had his own interpretation of what that could mean. Well, that's a sign of radiation. That's not a sunburn. It's a radiation burn. Elizondo even went as far as saying that the other pilots experienced the warping of space-time, only using 5 minutes worth of fuel, despite 30 minutes having passed. Holy shit. And the closer you get to one of these vehicles, the more you begin to experience space-time relative to the vehicle and the environment. God. Tantalizingly, he also said there are even more unreleased videos of the strange phenomena. There's videos out there in government that the public haven't seen. There's one that's 23 minutes long, Elizondo told GQ. There's another one where this thing is 50 feet away from the cockpit. What? My God, let us see that. Whew. Tell you what, we would really forget about COVID. I mean, it'd still be there, and you dummies would still not get vaccinated, but we really wouldn't be thinking about it for some time. You know, we can't have every weekend where Travis Scott kills everybody, where we don't have to think about COVID, which, by the way, horribly, a 9th person died yesterday. 22-year-old young lady passed away. Holy shit. That thing. My God, what a story. Horrible. All right. Shouldn't even have brought that up. That is your celestial excitement for this, the 12th of November. Thank you to Kyle. Here's the thing, Eric Zane. We'll drop a dumpy off, baby. Eric Zane. Here's the thing, Eric Zane. We'll do that. We'll drop a dumpy off anywhere in West Michigan. Call or text Dumpster Divers. 616-375-9962. If you're in West Michigan, you're looking to get rid of some clutter, some junk, which is great. I love that so much. And then after Kyle picks up the dumpster, I'm like, oh shit, we forgot to put that other shit that's in the storage facility or whatever. Yeah, I always forget. Well, we got to get another dumpster. Rent a dumpster from Dumpster Divers for the weekend, for a day, whatever it is. 616-375-9962 for Dumpster Divers. Meanwhile, A&E Heating and Cooling. I just saw one of the other companies in town, Vode, charging like $100 to get the furnace tuned up. Joe Martinez says, I'll do that for $79. A&E Heating and Cooling. Call or text Joe or one of his band of employees, 616-516-8579. He did make a hire, by the way. So that means, wow, I think with him, his daughter's running the office, his son-in-law is out in the field, and now this new guy, I think that's like 6 employees. When he started marketing on the Eric Zane Show podcast, Benny just came in the room because there is thunder. Hey, buddy, come here. You want to say hi? Hold on a second. Come on. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. Benny, come here, buddy. Oh, come here. No, I'm not going to go to bed. All right. Hey, buddy, it's okay. It's okay. You want to lay down with Bruce? He's scared, so he's shaking. He's shaking. Come here. Tell you what. Let's go on here. Come here. He thinks I'm going to go back into the room with him. Oh, God. Sorry, a little break in the action. It's okay, buddy. Okay, he's winding his way over to that seat there. As long as I'm in the room, he's cool. Poor dude. I thought I heard a rumble earlier, and you couldn't hear it. But I heard a rumble, and I went, uh-oh. That's not going to bode well. He must have pushed the door open. You all probably saw it. You probably knew something was going. You're like, the NFK, the NFK. Someone says, play the Benny song. I don't have it at my disposal right now. I apologize. Does he have his baby? Aram wrote. No, I don't want to bring the baby in here because if I bring the baby in here, he's going to get pissed off, okay, because of the other dogs. And he's going to growl and be a bitch. So we can't have that. Patriot Nick just subbed swing_flies. Says, I'm already a tier 2 subscriber. I'll pass it on. Thanks again. As a matter of fact, I'll give Zane $100 that he can raffle away. Oh, my God. For subscriptions at his choosing. That's very kind. A lot going on here. I apologize. No, I can't go get his baby. Cannot get the baby. He gets pissed. Or not. Yeah, he gets pissed at the other dogs because they think that they're going to eat his baby. Can't have that. All right, where was I? Aliens, Dumpster Diver, Joe Martinez, A&E, Heating and Cooling. Okay, so call Joe. Get a tune-up. 616-516-8579. Some athletes are being assholes. Raise your hand if you think Kyle Rittenhouse was faking it during that moment in the trial. In fact, let's have a look. This is the moment.
There were there were 3 people right there.
Take a deep breath, Kyle.
That's what That's what I run.
We're going to just take time for our break anyway. You can just relax for a minute, sir. We're going to take a break.
I don't believe that he faked that. I think that was legit. There's no way that was fake. And then, so the usual suspects are saying, there's no tears there. And, well, I mean, I think that there was. I think that there actually was. I saw a tear. He wasn't streaming. I mean, I don't know if it's a one-size-fits-all for how people cry or show emotion. And I don't know how it works with the human body when it comes to if I'm crying because someone died or crying because I'm thinking about something horrible that happened. I've heard a lot of talk about that was clearly a PTSD moment. I just do not believe that was a fake. Okay? Stevie writes, actually, public nuisance. That would be Corey says, what a little bitch. Oh, no. Stevie says the nominee for Best Actor. Scorn, 1999, says PTSD. He didn't want to kill anybody. Aram says hand raise. Stevie again says totally fake. I don't believe that. I think that was legit. I can't get past that. I would be shocked if he was faking it. LeBron thinks he's faking it. Now, LeBron, here's the thing about LeBron. Do you remember there was some time in the past year when he went after, he doxed a cop or a security guard. I think it was a cop. There was some incident somewhere, it might have been in Missouri, where a cop shows up. There was a family fight or something going on, and this is a black-white thing. The family was black, and there was some lady who had a knife, and she was going to stab. It was a chick in the pink going to stab someone else, and the dude drew and put a bullet through her, and I think he killed her. And this was right about the time when, there was a lot of shit going on with protests and cop activity. That's kind of whatever. It seemed like there was always, the media was really fueling this. Anytime, in theory, they could any day of the week talk about any incident that's happened in any town. But I believe that at that time, that's what was getting clicks and hints and follows and things like that, is that type of story. So there were anything that had anything to do with any type of police activity, dealing with the public, and maybe police had to think quickly, resulted in the story being published, which that was fuel to the fire, if you will. So that story was one of those. This guy was a fucking hero. He saved that chick's life when he put a bullet to that crazy bitch who's trying to stab her friend or whatever. Well, LeBron doxed the cop, and then it wasn't long before he looked like the asshole that he is. He is an asshole. The guy's a total piece of shit. And then, had to, I didn't even know if he even apologized to the guy. He did something. It was really weak. But all right, so there's that. But now LeBron is some of you probably agree with this. I know some of you agree with this. Corey agrees with this. Maybe not. He says LeBron's an idiot, not related to this. He's just an idiot in general. No, and I don't buy this. This is the deep state propaganda media. Dean loves using terms like deep state and propaganda because he listens to Glenn Beck and fucking Hannity and shit. I don't believe any of that either. Generally, if you write it, I don't believe it. But that's just me. Meanwhile, LeBron, he tweeted out, "What tears? I don't see one. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into court." That's actually pretty funny. But no, I absolutely believe that Rittenhouse was crying. I believe that he was upset. And I also believe that he outside of the gun charge, he is probably going to be found not guilty. Just my opinion. The defense rested, and they didn't give it to the jury yet. They didn't want to do it on a Friday. On Monday, I think that's going to go to that jury, and then we'll see what happens. Holy shit. Pretty big trial. Let's see. While I'm at it, more athletes misbehaving. This one having to do with Henry Ruggs, the idiot who's killed the lady and her dog when, as Howard Stern says, she was taking her dog for a walk and Henry Ruggs hit her and she flew into his car and then the car lit on fire and then Henry Ruggs got out of the car. That isn't what happened. But that's actually what Howard believed. What a dumbass. I sent that over to Carl at Who Are These Podcasts. I go, can you believe this shit? He goes, yeah, and no one even corrects him, not even fucking Gary. It just shows you how far that show has fallen. That no one even says, Howard, you're fucking all of that up. No one says a word. Hopefully he'll feature that on this week's Who Are These podcast. But that's not what happened. He smashed into the car. Car blew up. All right. I talked about this before. The one dude, Kadarius Toney, is a pal of Henry Ruggs III. First-round draft pick for the Giants. Pretty good player. Dipshit. Okay? He was the guy. Okay, you had two idiots. You had Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders, who was quick to mention how he's going to show love for Henry Ruggs III. And I get it. I mean, he knows him. He's probably friends with him. But now's not the time, after the car is still smoldering, that you talk anything about how you need to. It's just a bad look to talk about how you need to be for someone who's done something so horrible. Go ahead and be there for him. Just don't say it. Same thing for Kadarius Toney. But I think he's even more stupid because his statement sounded stupider. And he writes, quote, "We young." This is days after. "Everybody make mistakes." And he sounds like Chalky White in my mind from Boardwalk Empire. "Y'all looking at the situation like this or that, 'cause it ain't y'all having so much to say. He know he messed up. Don't drag him for it. That's goofy to me. Just pray for the families involved," Tony tweeted. Okay. When you start a tweet with we young, everybody make mistakes, you fucking asshole. Okay? You don't want to be trying to excuse anything with young and people make mistakes. Okay? Way too far to be chalking that up to age and people make mistakes. Mistake is when I knock this water bottle over. Mistake can be, in my opinion, equated with accident. Mistake cannot be equated, in my opinion, with negligence. You asshole. Tony got a ton of shit. I talked to you about former Super Bowl champion, two-time Super Bowl champion Damian Woody. Called him out with youngins who don't believe in accountability. Tony did not like that. He sent off a flurry of tweets, which he deleted, where he wrote, tough talking don't faze me, gangster. And then he followed that up with, I was tripping. It was like an apology. This is the way Kadarius Toney apologizes to Damian Woody. I was tripping. I forgot. They wait until you fail to unleash how they really been feeling. He has now doubled down. Joe Judge, the coach of the Giants, addressed the initial matter regarding Toney with reporters. I talked to Kadarius. It's important that we understand how we articulate our words and put them out there. Translation, Kadarius is dumb. He doesn't know how to read or write, and then you put a phone in his hand, that makes for a dangerous scenario. That's what he should have said. Kadarius is a stupid man, and that's what you get. Ultimately, our prayers are with everybody, because then he doubled down. He's like, oh man, I'm praying for everyone. I'm praying for everyone. First of all, you're not praying for anything. I doubt you're praying. You're just saying this because that's what people say. Blah, blah, blah. This is a situation no one wants to see happen to anyone. No one wants to be. This is the coach talking. While no one in any way, shape, or form is dismissing the consequences at all, it's horrible on both sides. It's absolutely horrible, as some players on the Raiders and Derek Carr have voiced. What he's saying there is, Kadarius isn't the only dumb fuck. Look at Derek Carr. True. You're right. I wish this coach would just say, yeah, Kadarius is super dumb. He's just an idiot. And I told him such, And if he chooses, I mean, that's how he needs to be handled. I wish we would see that. This coach goes on to say a few more things, and then Kadarius spoke. Okay. And he's pissed. Here is Kadarius Toney. Hold on. Screwing this up. I'm still getting used to some of this stuff, but hang on. Check, test. All right. Here is Kadarius Toney.
Joe said he talked to you about
screwing this up. I'm still getting used to some of this stuff, but hang on. Check, test. All right. Here is Kadarius Toney.
Joe said he talked to you about the tweet the other day. This is the second time that something you said kind of drew attention from the outside.
I mean, it's going to be attention anyway just because of who I am. I mean, I guess. I mean, anything I say.
Well, exactly, but so what have you learned from that? Like, what was his message to you, and what have you learned from the attention that, you know, you're in a bigger platform now that when you do say these
I think my impersonation is kind of accurate.
things, people do recognize. So do you approach
By the way, he looks like an asshole.
it differently? Do you have to handle it differently? What have you learned in that regard?
Really from Joe. I mean, it's more of, I mean, say what you got to say and mean what you say. I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to go back and clarify anything that you say, which I'm not doing here, so.
You say because of who you are, Kadarius. Is that because you're a first-round pick playing in New York, or have you always had...
I mean, everybody in the NFL get the same position I get. Like, no matter what we post, no matter what we do, no matter, like, so it's not specifically me. I'm not no individual. I mean, it's everybody.
So you're right about that.
You say what you want to say then. I'm not judging either way, but do you have any regrets for what you said or no?
Like I said, pray for the families involved. How could you regret having empathy for both sides? I don't really get it.
No, don't have any empathy for Ruggs, you fucking moron. How much more plain does it have to be? How can you sit there and say, I have sympathy for Henry Ruggs III? Who the fuck says I have sympathy for the guy who just killed the young lady, just started in her life with her dog, probably coming home from work? I have sympathy for Henry Ruggs III. You have no sympathy. You can actually, you can be helpful, but not have sympathy for them. Say, Henry, I'll be here for you, but I don't have any sympathy for you. You killed an innocent woman. This guy's a fucking idiot. Okay? Damn it. Ugh. Just going back to the tweet you post about Henry Ruggs. Why do you think it was goofy for people to publicly criticize someone who drove 150 miles an hour and killed somebody? It's a great question. Like I said, pray for the families involved. Is there anything you want to clarify about your tweet or your intentions behind it? Pray for the families. That was clearly stated in there. I don't know how everything else came about. Take it how you want it. You said you thought it was goofy that people were publicly criticizing Henry. Why do you think that? Were they praying for the families? You're making all these faces. What do you mean? Yeah, you're not a child. You know exactly what he means. He's trying to fucking call you out for saying that people who criticize Henry Ruggs are goofy. You said that. Well, if you're sitting here in this press conference saying, yeah, you got to stand behind your words, you got to mean what you say, well, then do it. Get behind him, fucker. And he's asking you the direct question about your words that you posted publicly, and then you got butthurt when someone like Damian Woody, who's much smarter than you and wiser and older and all those things, called you out for it, and you said, I'm fucking tripping, fucking shit. Yeah, I don't know why he talks like the NFK. But fuck this guy. Let's hope for a ruptured ACL this weekend for Kadarius Toney. Fuck you. What an asshole. My God. Horrible story. Praise and vibes for the Vicks, brah. Chris says, but this country believes sport ball players are geniuses. I wish there would be more players like Marshawn Lynch where all they would say is, I'm only here so I don't get fined. Close that window, Eric. We're done with the clip. Yeah, I know. Again, just me. Just me. I'll see it eventually. All right. You thought that I was going to get through this show without talking about COVID, really? Oh, my God. I've got so much to talk about. People are sounding off on this, which, by the way, I was just reading that we're getting another surge. Surges are coming. Get your vaccination. Don't be a fuckhead. I just saw an image. Damn it. I don't even want to go down it if I can't show it to you. The guy used to be the trainer for the Denver Broncos football team. Okay. And, he's one of these guys. Bill Phillips is his name. Incredible shape. And he's one of those ones who said, I have an immune system. No, you know what? I'm going to show you. I am going to stop down. And I'm going to make sure I get this. Reddit. Hold on. It's on Reddit. It's on Herman Cain Award. Reddit.com/r/Herman Cain Award. This guy is not dead. He got nominated, but he did not get the award. Okay, check this shit out. This is so fucked up. This dude right here. It says, remember the guy in slide 1 and slide 2. This is him. Look at this dude. Holy shit. So remember the guy in slide 1 and slide 1 and slide 2. Slide 3 is the same guy. 47 days on a vent. Oh, boy. Well, he's changed his tune. He had COVID in January, assumed his antibodies gave. He had COVID in January. And assumed his antibodies gave him natural immunity. He now says he made a mistake and urges his followers to get vaccinated. Oh, boy. So he did a long post about why it was a bad idea to do that. And he's fighting his way back. God bless him. And hopefully he talks about how he has a lot of long-term effects, Bill Phillips transformation, and that his lungs sustained some serious damage. And they've become, portions of his lungs are now useless. They've become like a fibrous, okay, which is just kind of like a scarred tissue. So, but seriously, look at the images of this guy. And he had that same attitude that some of you have that drives me crazy. Okay. He had the attitude that it was all political and that, but then as it goes, he's changed his tune. And, in fact, there was one bit of text that I wanted to read about that exact thing. He says it's a public health issue, not a political issue. Right there. It's not a political issue, he added. It's a public health issue. And that's been what I've maintained all along. But some of you who are thicker than me don't see it that way, which is remarkable. Go get vaccinated. You still have time. You still have time to get vaccinated. I am on Cameo. I would love you to hire me there. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Please do it, man. If you have anybody that needs a roasting, needs a joke on them, or just needs maybe some encouragement, I can do all those things. I can be an asshole or super sweet. For young or old, doesn't matter. And you can tell me how mean you want me or not mean that you want me to be, whatever you want. It's all there for you, cameo.com/Eric Zane. And I only charge $15. I think Cameo it makes it $15.99, but I know I only charged $15, and the prices have not gone up. And they won't, because frankly, for something that takes me 1 minute of my time, I'm not going to charge you $500 for that. Well, not that anybody would sign up for it. Nobody would. But I'm doing those because they're fun, and they really are. I love doing cameos. Everybody does cameos. Even people who used to hate Cameo and make fun of people who do cameos. I mentioned them earlier. My old pals, the celebrity star-studded Freeburn Hot Wings show, they used to make fun of everybody on Cameo. And now they do cameos. But the way they do them, as usual, is fucked up. They do them on their own, which is weird. I think they do them for charity, so that's good. I'll give them credit for that, but it's still fucked up. It's just stupid, as everything they do. But mine, cameo.com/Eric Zane. All proceeds go to me. Irvine's Auto Repair Grand Rapids Hybrid. 616-532-6600 for Irvine's. If you are in West Michigan, you need to take your vehicle to get it repaired. That's where you take it. That's where we take our cars, and that's where you should take yours. ERVINES.com, Irvines.com. If you're in West Michigan or even beyond, take your car to Irvine's. 616-532-6600. I get emails from time to time from audience members telling me how great of an experience they've had there. And I should make this clear. It's Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. They sponsor the Twitch channel. They're bringing this Twitch live stream to you. And they sponsor my Facebook page at Eric Zane fan page. Okay. Thank you. And then Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. If you are in need of a mortgage, call upon them. NMLS number 3035. Still time to get a very low rate on your mortgage. Refi, maybe you're looking to buy a house, which is a difficult experience, I'm understanding these days with, so it's, there's just not many houses that you're finding for sale. So all these homes are that are going for sale are turning into bidding wars. Holy crap. Good luck with that. But get your mortgage ahead of time. 231-332-6505. Anywhere in the U.S., call Mario. Mention me, please. With the exception of Maine, South Carolina, Alaska, and Hawaii. Okay. My friends at Blue Frost IT remind you that if you have any tech issues at your business or if you have your employees working from home, if things get screwed up at work, call upon them. It's probably a good idea to get the ball rolling early. Tell them your tech needs, and they can be the managed IT service provider for you. Or if you're upgrading your tech, that's contracted work. You can sit down with them for a complimentary consultation. Just call 616-200-8550 or email them info@bluefrostit.com. Okay. Gene, if you thought I was bad at busting your balls about not getting vaccinated, listen to what Gene Simmons from KISS says. I'm just going to read this. Okay. He is blasting Boring Dean. This is Gene Simmons talking to Boring Dean. He's talking to Boring Dean. He's talking to Sexy Voice Andrea. And he's also talking to Sexy Voice Andrea's husband, Crank. And any unvaccinated Americans and deniers. He is calling you the enemy. Holy shit. You going to take that from Gene Simmons? You're the enemy, Dean Root. Gene, you can't be talking to our fans that way and calling them that, saying that they're the enemy. The guy who wrote Love Gun wants to kick your ass. He says, if you're willing to walk around among us and you're unvaccinated, you are an enemy. He said in an interview that I'll link up with Talk Shop Live. Oh. I don't care about your political beliefs, said Gene. He and Paul had to cancel a bunch of dates because Paul tested positive. Actually, him and Paul tested positive with breakthrough cases of COVID after being vaccinated. And one of their guitar techs actually died. You are not allowed to infect anybody just because you think you have rights that are delusional, 72-year-old Gene Simmons said. You don't have the right to go through a red light. Actually, the government has the right to tell you to stop, he continued. If they tell you you can't smoke in a building, then you can't smoke in a building. And that's not because they want to take away your rights. That's because the rest of us hate it. We don't want to smell your smoke. Okay, now is Gene making good points here? What do you think about this, you anti-vaxxers? And there's a lot of you that enjoy this show. I don't want to catch your disease, Simmons added. I don't want to risk my life just because you want to go through a red light. This whole idea, this delusional, evil idea, Gene Simmons is calling you evil. That you get to do whatever you want and the rest of the world be damned is really terrible. Simmons shredded both Democrats and Republicans as evil for spreading what he described as all kinds of nonsense. Now, I don't think anybody's evil, per se. I don't think there's Democrats that are evil. I don't think there's Republicans that are evil. There's some that are stupid and brainwashed. But to me, to throw the word evil around, I mean, that's like, what's that movie that I referenced before? The Prince of Darkness with Alice Cooper and the guy from Simon and Simon, 1980s horror film. That's evil with the black shit swirling around in the encased thing there. That's evil. When I read about crazy guy killing the neighbor's baby and eating it, that's evil. Okay? I don't like either one of them. Politics are the enemy. Humanism and humanity is what we should all be concerned about. Love thy neighbor as thyself, Simmons said. For God's sake, if I'm going to yawn in your presence, I'm going to put my hand up in front of my mouth, he said. Yawning is not a life-threatening event. You having COVID might be a life-threatening event, and I don't want to catch it. Citing the worldwide death toll of more than 5 million due to COVID, Simmons likened COVID deniers to flat earth society people. He says, no, bitch, they died because they got COVID. In seemingly a reference to Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who made misleading comments about his vaccination status, Simmons said, I don't care if you play football or not. Stay away from evil people who don't care about your health. All right, you heard it. You better bang on Gene Simmons' door. Don't bang on my door. Bang on. I didn't say you were evil, okay? Gene Simmons says you're evil. You going to take that shit from Gene Simmons? Holy fuck. Adam says 4 commercials every 30 minutes. Are you sure there isn't a button that you need to push? My answer, I don't know. I do not know that right now. Like I indicated earlier, you did hear that, right? And nothing has changed then. From then to now, because I've been doing a podcast. So, again, I know you don't like it. I'm going to do my best today to figure this out. But I don't have an army of people to support me in this endeavor. It's me. So, once again, please be patient on Twitch about the ads. If you voice it, then I got to restate all of this. I'd love to just keep going. I know you're dealing with that. I'm going to work today doubly hard to try to solve that issue. But don't quote me or no guarantees if it'll be ready on Monday. But just know I am trying. Thank you. All right. Complaining about it on the live stream is not going to help at all. Love you, but just please. Robert Cray, his longtime partner and friend, two of the greatest of all time. Robert Cray, Eric Clapton. Holy shit. They are no longer friends, and that makes me sad. Robert Cray, legendary blues guitarist. Eric Clapton, legendary blues performer, guitarist, singer, all that shit. They are now done. And that's because Eric Clapton is fucking nuts. Okay? Clapton did a song called Stand and Deliver, which is probably the theme. Some of you probably have that on ringtone. Stand and Deliver. Cray took issue with the lyrics, okay? Because Clapton's been anti-vax, anti-everything. Clapton's like, this doesn't even exist. This is all fucking tinfoil hat shit going on here with Clapton. Clapton sang in his song that Robert Cray was not happy about. Cray, a little bit of background, black dude born in segregated Georgia. Okay, so he lived through a lot of crazy shit in the South. You know, Georgia, Tennessee, they're all the same. The song says, do you want to be a free man or do you want to be a slave? Do you want to wear these chains until you're lying in the grave? Which compares, wear a mask, temporary lockdowns to the immense pain and suffering caused by slavery. And this is also coming from a guy who in 1976 stood on stage and said that England needs to be all white. We need to get everybody. He said that. He actually said in 1976, and I even talked about this on the show before COVID hit, that, how is this guy not canceled from that? It seems like, all the crazy shit that happened to him when his kid fell out of the skyscraper. He's been the darling of everything. But now everybody hates his guts. It's taken this. Cray says in response to his email about this questionable comparison, Clapton defended the lyrics and said, oh, yeah. His reaction back to me was that he was referring to slaves from England. It's like, you asshole. What a liar. Not only is he a liar, but he's a pussy. Just say, yeah, well, I was, own it. I was referring to slaves in England. Yeah, everybody talks about the English slaves. Yeah, way back. Everybody, all the white guys were slaves in England. What? You didn't know that that's what I was talking about, you asshole. Cray didn't buy it because he's a lot smarter than Clapton. Cray also compared a photograph taken of him, Jimmy Vaughn, B.B. King, and Clapton that was taken years ago to a recent photograph of Clapton and Jimmy Vaughn and Texas Governor Greg Abbott. At the time, Abbott had just signed one of the U.S.'s strictest abortion laws and a controversial restrictive voting policy. It was that picture, by the way, when I learned that Governor Abbott was in a wheelchair. I had no idea that guy was in a wheelchair. This is the picture that he's talking about. I didn't know that. There you go. Jimmy Vaughn, Stevie's brother, Abbott, and Clapton. Well, Cray didn't like that either because of the reasons that I just pointed out. And then he continues. He's like, oh, my God, I got a picture of you with Jimmy, BB, and me and you. And holy shit, here you are posing with the Texas governor. It made me realize about all this. He says there's a great photo from 2013 at Madison before BB died. And I look at the picture of you with the piece of shit. You didn't say piece of shit. Abbott, Jimmy Vaughn, and you, similar pose. And I'm going, what's wrong with this picture? Why are you doing this? The rest of the article examines Clapton's troubling turn towards more conspiratorial views. and how his extreme position has, by his own admission, alienated him from his friends and family, as has become commonplace in the press. Clapton's famous 1976 onstage rant about ridding England of non-white people is also examined as a similar stain on an undeniable, enormous musical legacy. And Clapton's a pussy, too. Remember in Nashville, the whatever they call it now. Do they call it? I don't even know what they call the arena. Bridgestone Arena. Clapton's like, I am not performing at a place that has, it might not have been Nashville. I think it was Nashville. I'm not performing at any place that requires that you have to show vaccine status. I'm not doing it. I'm canceling those shows. And then he performs. He does it at those venues. It's like, well, wait a minute here. Oh, my God. There's a little more about the article. You can read it. I'll link it up. But Clapton's a lunatic. He did some. I think that song "Stand and Deliver" he did with another piece of shit, Van Morrison. Oh my God. Adam says Clapton's been an ass forever. I believe that. It's just we didn't know about it. There was the 1976 incident, and now this. Let me help your business. Reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I would love to put you in the. With the army of local sponsors, reach out, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, and I will help you out and tell you how it works. It's quite easy, actually. When you reach out, I'll just email you back with all the information that you need, and then we'll take our time with it. Just like Horizon Hydroponics, Horizen, hydroponics.com. Love those guys so much. If you're growing indoors, you may need to call upon them for any of the great products that they sell, and you can buy them from anywhere in the U.S., sent to you for free if you spend $250 or more. Go to Horizen, hydroponics.com, and shop around. If you see a product that you're not sure about, there's a number right on the website. Call it, and then talk to one of the very helpful people there who will guide you through your purchase. And use the coupon code ZANESHOW at checkout to save 10%. Okay? A couple more. My Policy Shop Insurance, 616-914-4070, 616-914-4070 for mypolicyshop.com. Call or text Frank the Tank Fuss about getting your insurance on the marketplace. Open enrollment is right now. Do not do this on your own. If you call Frank, it's a free service anywhere in the U.S. Just call him. He'll text you right back and say, let's make an appointment. We'll talk about it. And it's that simple, okay? And it's free, and he's going to get you your insurance and get you a better policy, save you money. Oh, my God. So great. I can't stress enough. And if you go through the marketplace to get your insurance on your own, you're also probably going to get a shitty dental plan. Don't do that. He can help you shop around to get a great dental plan, because last thing you want to do is 8 months into the year, oh, my God, I need a root canal. And the dentist says, yeah, your insurance is only going to cover you sitting down in the chair. It's going to cost you $4,000. Ah, man, I should have called Frank. Fuck me. Fuck. Okay. And you got comedy this weekend at Full House Comedy Clubs throughout the area. Just go to their website, fullhousecomedy.com. Sorry about my snarky bitching on the show today about the ads. I know about it. I will get to it. I tried yesterday with the Canadian Twitch guru, and I don't know if we're any closer. I'll get some help today. I promise you. Every day is a full slate of things to do. I will never deliberately try to ignore you or steer you the wrong way. I promise you. I would never dream of doing that. It will all get worked out. In a month, we're going to look back on this and say, remember when we were bitching all the time and it doesn't happen? I get it. It'll all work out. Trust me. Asshole of the Day, brought to you by JM Synthetics and TC Paintball. Well, I don't even need to look. I know who it is. Why has everybody got a bust on me? Kadarius Toney is your asshole of the day. Fuck this guy. What a dick. There you go. Congratulations. Two-time winner winner. Thank you very much, folks. I appreciate you so much for being part of the show. Dean says, asshole of the day, Biden's handlers. Boy, you got such a hard-on for him. It must be a pain in the ass being you. You know? Thanks, folks. Love you so much. Talk to you at the hockey game. Till next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.